Today we're going to talk about some things that I think will help you men. Have you ever sit back and thought like, man, like I'm like 25. Am I the same as 18? I'm like 40. Have I evolved at all since 30? If these are some of the questions you ask, or if you can relate to this title at all, today we're going to spit this game. And we're going to spit this game and we're going to see if you're stuck. Stay tuned to the end, because all that I'm going to tell you, you're going to need to fix the problem. And you know what makes it worse? You may not even know that you actually have this problem. But because you do, let's get busy. Number one, if you are a person who keeps blaming others for everything in your life, the question is, do you take full responsibility for your life, or do you always point fingers? There's some positive and some negatives to everything I'm going to talk about, and we're going to break that down today. The positive growth. Let's talk about the positive growth. The positive growth is own your mistakes and learn from them. If you're a person who are not learning from your mistakes, then of course you're going to repeat everything you have going on. Of course you're going to do things that's not technically something that you should be wanting to do on a regular basis. Of course. Another thing, take control of your outcomes. Be a person who takes control of their outcomes. You know. Do what you need to do to take control of the narrative. Another thing is, build yourself. Build self-respect and maturity. And this is something I think is very important, because in order to do that, you have to do certain things that we're going to talk about in today's video. But this is something that I believe you guys should be doing. And I wanted to make sure I wrote some of this stuff down, because I didn't want to miss anything when I'm talking to you guys today. Some of the negatives. Stay stuck in the victim mindset. This is the victim mode. This is, oh, poor me. Oh, poor me. I didn't have a father. Nobody cares about me. You know, any of those things. None of that. Right? You know, you never fix real problems. That's another thing. You know, you push people away with your excuses. These are positives and negatives in regards to every one of what I'm talking about today. Oh, we cooking today. Hit the like button for me. Don't forget that, man. Number two, I think you're still hanging with the same unmotivated crowd. Question is, do your friends challenge you? Do they challenge you, or they keep you comfortable? They're just there when it's time for a problem. They're there to get you out of financial jams. They're there to listen to you in regards to your woman that ain't cool. That's what they're there for. But the positive part of it is surrounding yourself with ambitious men. Ambitious men. Like, surround yourself with ambitious men. That is something I think everybody, I think women should surround themselves around ambitious women. I mean, this is, come on now. Gain new perspectives and inspiration. Level up. You have to level up. Right? And I think a lot of the negativity comes from, you know, when you waste time with no direction. You're a person that's out here, you know, just kind of, you know, you're just drifting. You have no real place in life because you have no plan, right? And these are the type of things that can help you navigate when you finally do, when it's time for you to read people, when it's time for you to understand people and you need to gain new perspectives. You can really read how good these people are, and you can take that information in and use that, right? And so the negative part of it is, let's keep it real, right? And when you're a person who, you know, you know, you don't have no direction, I'm gonna tell you right now, when you don't have no direction, it's pretty much over with when you don't have a plan, because with no direction, you're gonna continue to do the wrong negative things. Let's go number 3. I think number 3 is you have no daily routines. I mean, do you have structure for days that you need to do things? Do you plan things at all? You know what I mean? What time you wake up? What time you get up and get your goals started? You know, do you waste time? Did you waste time doing things in your life when you should have some direction or a plan? What's your daily routine? This is what I'm saying. Write down your daily routine, fellas. Write down your daily routines. Number 3, you avoid discomfort. Now, I always try to say, real men, we are not to be played with, but we're always uncomfortable. This is a part of manhood. We're always uncomfortable because we truly don't know. We truly don't know. Okay, if you're uncomfortable at all times, that means you're alert for everything that may happen. Being too comfortable means you can get complacent. Whew, that cold water ain't nothing like, I'm telling you, ain't nothing like cold water, man. Nothing like cold water. So if you avoid confrontation, if you avoid, things that can possibly give you anxiety, to do things that go another route because it makes you feel better, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be a tough man in your life. You got to run face forward towards the discomfort. Now, it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, but it can be done. Number 5, you're always broke with no plan. Again, being broke is one thing. Having no plan of getting out of your brokenness is another, right? This is what I'm saying. You're not being a man like you're supposed to be, right? If you don't have a budget, if you don't have a plan to save, if you can't provide and protect, that's a huge part of manhood. You got to be able to do that, right? If you live paycheck to paycheck, if you consistently stress and being inconsistent as a man, if you have a no long-term vision, man, you're going to be stuck. And this is what we're talking about as manhood. You're going to be stuck. Number 6, you chase women more than your goals. You're out every week. You're partying every week. You're texting every day. You want to see her every day. You're trying to get pussy every day. Stop wasting your energy on chasing validation from women. Real talk. Like, stop chasing validation from women. Stop doing that. You're losing your focus, and you ain't getting no respect. You're not. We got to do better, man. Number 7, you still are arguing over dumb things. I've been recently trying not to do this, but man, sometimes I stoop to the level too. Sometimes it's hard not to respond. Sometimes I be ready to go, trying to knock somebody out, but I can't argue over dumb things. I can't. I got to stay more logical. I got to calm down. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's my ego or whatever it is, but sometimes, man, I be like, I just can't do arguing. And I don't want to argue. You know what I mean? Especially over like dumb stuff, man. I mean, you can't argue over dumb things, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I struggle with that one. So I'm on that. I'm on that list too, man. I'm on that list too, man. So number 8. So we're gonna go number 8. You haven't forgiven your past. I talk about this all the time with you men. Oh, I don't have a father. Oh, my ex is in town and I can't stand her. Or my baby mother's this, my baby mother's that. I'm telling you right now, everybody has a story. They all talk about this story. Stop talking about these stories with anybody. I cannot stress this enough. Stop acting like a victim. Stop saying things like you haven't forgiven your past. That's vaginal in itself. You stay angry and bitter all the time. You carry your emotional baggage all the time. You know what I mean? You just hurt all the time. You're hurt all the time, man. I forget your drama. Heal from your drama. Work on your drama. It bothers me, man. It bothers me that a lot of you men always use trauma as an excuse. I don't like that. Number 9, you didn't invest in yourself. You didn't get coaching. You ain't on nobody's membership. You're a person who, I think most men don't invest in themselves because they believe it's just money. You can invest in your health. You can invest in your time that you use to research things for your benefit. You can do that too. But a lot of it is that, when you are mentally lazy, you miss opportunities. When you rely on luck instead of knowledge, you're going to miss your opportunities. You got to have positive growth. Learn skills that pay off. Stay ahead of the average man. And the only way to do that is to outwork him. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Those are the things that he will not be able to stop. I'm just sitting here thinking. Number 10, you're afraid of leadership. I told you that the last one would be a doozy for me. A lot of you men are afraid of leadership because you're afraid to fail. You're afraid to put yourself forward, to put yourself on a microscope for that woman. You're afraid that you won't be great as leading because you are not in believements in yourself that you're enough. Let's make sure that you are not afraid of leadership. And let's talk about some of the things, right? Let's talk about it. When you take charge with your confidence, when you inspire and guide others, when you build your legacy through your own leadership, look, when you're a person who stays in the background, when you let others make your decisions and all that, when you have lack of respect, you're never going to be a true man. Leadership, I'm telling you, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a bonus one in. Number 11, you're going to break your promises to yourself. If you're breaking your promises to yourself, you're stuck as a man. You're not growing as a man. You know what I mean? I'm telling you right now, you're staying in a cycle of disappointment. You are. You're totally stuck. If you never see results, never. If you never see results, there's a reason. Because you're not getting any better. I'm really hoping that you guys are here at the end. If you are, please comment below and say, hey, I watched it to the end. Click the like button. If not, if you don't have time for that, click the like button. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to tell you, do what you can, but do it the way that you want to do it. Do it the way you want to do it. My name is Mr. 1950, the last traditional man on the planet, and I'm out. Peace.